Liam Lawson is not the right choice for Red Bull, and it's not for the reason you think. So I've not been on camera for like a long time, about a Formula 1 season's worth, so I thought, why not come back on the camera with the worst way to piss people off? And why not make it even worse by rubbing it into the Red Bull fans by wearing this? I mean, I think I'm checking all the boxes here with like who I'm pissing off, but hear me out. By the end of this video, you will understand why I think what I think, and you might even agree. Let me know in the comments. So, Liam Lawson has just been announced, like, I swear, it's about a few hours ago. He's been announced as the replacement for Sergio Perez, who was revealed to have just lost his contract yesterday. So, we'll talk about the contract stuff later on, but the downfall of Red Bull is more important and plays a bigger role into why this is a bad choice in the long run for them. Maybe it's not a bad choice right now, but in the long run about their perception of people for that team is a bad idea. I'm not downing on Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson absolutely deserves to have a chance and a seat in the same car as Max Verstappen. I think almost every single person on the grid has a claim on that seat at one point or another. So, how do we differentiate why this is a bad choice? Well, the reason it's a bad choice is because of Yuki Tsunoda. Now, I'm not a Yuki Tsunoda fan, so that's not the reason why I'm going with this. The reason is they have had Yuki Tsunoda since 2021. Since 2021, Yuki Tsunoda has been loyal, absolutely accepting his role as possibly the next guy to go into the Red Bull team, the main Red Bull team, but he's not been getting that chance. He's drove the Red Bull car for the first time in the postseason test for 2024, in his 4th season in Formula 1. How do you justify that for any driver in Red Bull? Previously, the Red Bull of old could have been described by a few words. Ruthless, cutthroat, deranged, result-minded. I mean, all things you could use to describe Red Bull. Now, the Red Bull of now is, you can describe it as indecisive, unable to make choices, just being absolutely hung in their old ways and not in the good way. The Red Bull of old, with roughly the same team in terms of staff, you have Helmut Marko, you have Christian Horner, you have the Max Verstappen family, you know, that's not changed. But for some reason, that same team has not been as cutthroat as you would like them to be, as we have applauded them to be. This same team got rid of Pierre Gasly mid-season because he was not performing to their liking. They put in Alex Albon, got rid of him after that as well. I mean, they got rid of Daniel Kvyat, who was doing decently okay, I'm not saying great, he was okay. This team got rid of people left, right, and center, but when it came to Perez, it became suddenly about money and not a lot of results. That's where we start playing into why Lawson is not a good choice. Lawson is not a good choice on the basis that they have been cultivating a young talent in Yuki Tsunoda for the better part of 3 years, at least. Yes, he has Honda ties, so that might be something they want to leave behind. I get that. But why not do a last hurrah? Or send a message to the guys down under in their young driver program. Yes, you have a chance. You will always go into the RB team, and then you might get a chance at the main team. That's how this works. But now, by letting Liam Lawson leapfrog his way from just a few races in RB to the Red Bull team, they're giving a completely different message. They're giving a message that you just need to be cutthroat. You just need to perform. Loyalty does not matter. Because it's been in the Netflix documentary. Okay, you can't really call it a documentary, but you get my point. Drive to Survive, Liam also said this as well, that if I don't get a drive, I will drive for some other team. So loyalty was not the reason they picked him. Like, absolutely, honestly, they did not pick him. And this all downfall for Red Bull started back in 2022, off the back of their first driver championship win. Now, it specifically started with Dan Fallows, who left in 2022 for Aston Martin when he started in 2023. Around Austin in 2022, Dietrich Mateschitz passed away, God rest his soul. And then from that point onwards, Red Bull management seemed to have taken an absolute nosedive. Rob Marshall, Jonathan Wheatley, and then Adrian Newey. 3 key figures at Red Bull have left in the span of 3 years. In the span of 2 seasons, right? That's unheard of. I mean, it's not unheard of, but such key figures at the top of the food chain is not something you see very often. So, and Adrian Newey it's been rumored that he left because of Christian Horner and him having a complete fallout. I mean, Helmut Marko and Christian Horner are basically two bulls just trying to fight it out for dominance. I mean, that's a shit show that I would like to be a part of in terms of seeing into it. But that kind of has now blown over into their contracts, into how they're signing drivers. Liam Lawson was the roughly favorite of Christian Horner. It seems Christian Horner has won out, right? While Yuki Tsunoda, Helmut Marko. And Helmut Marko notoriously is liked by the Verstappen family. So how do you kind of accept that this is the Red Bull that we're going to be having for a while? And it's not going to be because the freaking Williams was more cutthroat this season than Red Bull was. I mean, that's wild. That's absolutely wild to think that. I mean, to be fair, it's understandable, but it's crazy. I mean, I hope you agree with me that Liam Lawson now is not exactly the right choice in terms of marketing, in terms of future marketing for their young drivers. But it also could work the other way, where you have Hajar, who is also very hot-headed, and he's gonna do stuff the way he likes. You could take it both ways. But I think I'm right when I'm saying that Yuki Tsunoda should probably have gotten a one-season contract for the main Red Bull team over Liam Lawson. That's what I think. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys, what you think about the contract with Liam Lawson, and if Liam Lawson deserves to be up there, or does Yuki Tsunoda be up there, or is it someone else that I've missed out? Is it Cole Pinto? Let me know. Peace out. Get out.